Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Thursday's Night Truck Series, brought to you by Front Row Esports. We've called the Next Gen Cup Series races for this league quite a bit. We have not done the trucks as often, but I'm excited to be here tonight. It's the cutoff race. Only 12 drivers will advance in the playoffs. Milwaukee Mile qualifying time. Let's get into it. Jumped in here a little late, getting everything running, but we are here now. That's all that matters, right? Let's get qualified, rocking and rolling. We got J.R. Schomburg in the number 13 hitting the track right now, as well as a playoff contender here, Kyle the Wildman Wellman. Jump aboard here with Kyle and give y'all a lap around Milwaukee Mile real quick. They see Kyle trying to get heat in his tires here. Low rolling a little bit. Trying to preserve the tires, actually, it looks like. So while he does that, we'll go on over to JR. And we'll come back to Kyle for the second lap. Now, folks, note, it does say Blazing Pedals Next Gen Series at the top. Disregard that. Our program we use in the back end, SDK, it's real finicky with switching logos out and all that currently. Tried to fix it before race time. We actually got notice we needed to do the broadcast at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So, didn't have a whole lot of time to mess with it, but we did try, and ultimately we failed. As Fulford, newcomer to the series in the number 38, jumps top of the board. As I believe Kyle the Wildman Wellman is going for lap number 2 here. Jump back on board here with Kyle. Diving the truck down into 3 and 4 here. Very aggressive on the entry, but pretty reserved picking up the throttle here. You see him getting loose. Just did not have the grip in the rear end. But still fast enough to go top of the board. 30.19 for the 42 of Kyle, the Wildman Wellman. It looks like we have Mr. Tyler Honeycutt in the number 20 machine rolling out now. This is his first lap as he crosses the line. Going to catch here the start of lap number 2 for Honeycutt. Honeycutt coming into tonight, the series point leader. The 20 of Honeycutt. Looking for that first series championship. Like I mentioned, he is the points leader right now. Playoffs, they reset after tonight. It's the cutoff break. Only 14 drivers are in the playoffs currently, so we're sending 2 drivers out of the playoffs tonight. Kicking them out. Bye. See you later. We'll pull up the points here in a moment. P2 in the current point standings is Alex C. Harris. Alex is finishing lap number 1 here as Dylan Banks goes sub ones. He goes a 30.08 for the 48 of Dylan Banks. See what Mr. Second in the points, Alex C. Harris, can do here at Milwaukee. But a great lap out of Dylan Banks, and that was the first lap. So Banks, always a heavy favorite every time he shows up. Looks like he's going to take over provisional pole here. Unfortunately for him, the 48 truck did not make all the races this season. He joined the series late. So unfortunately for him, he was not able to point his way or get himself into the top 16 to make the playoffs. So basically the 48, he's just out here going for wins. And right now he's sitting top of the board. We got the 37 Toyota Tundra of Nicholas Lamb rolling out. His first lap around the circuit. A 30.55 for the number 37. Fairly smooth from the head-on angle. but a little slower. P2. I believe that might be the end of qualifying. It is indeed. As folks, we haven't even gotten to the nitty gritty of tonight. 125 laps, and folks, we're stage racing tonight. Stage 1's going to end at lap number 25. Stage 2's lap 65, and that means that final stage, 60 laps. So how's the tires and all that going to shake out? Well, they can go about 55 to 60 laps on a fuel run here tonight. And tires, I'm hearing they are a premium. You got to take care of the right front, but you also got to be careful not to get loose. That's enough of me yapping about what I think's going to happen. Let's just let yap about that starting grid. Starting P1 here tonight. It's DGR. It's the 48 of Dylan Banks with Kyle, the Wildman Wellman, starting outside row number 1. Then starting inside row number 2, it's Ghost Motorsports' own Mr. Donnie Honeycutt with Larry Bell starting to his outside in 4th. Starting in the 5th place spot, we have Mr. Brian Zimmerman with Hunter Lagoon starting to his outside in 6th. And then second in the points, Alex C. Harris starting to the inside of the points leader currently, Tyler Honeycutt, who's in 8th. 9th, league newcomer Adam Fullfield with Nicholas Lamb, rounding out the top 10 here tonight. 11th, Chummy Miller. 12th is Ronnie Morrison. 13th is J.R. Schomburg, and 14 is the Grizzly vet. He's my favorite, Mr. Ronald Judd, in the number 64 Viagra machine. 125 laps here tonight. Playoff implications. 14 drivers are in the playoffs right now. Going to be 12 when the checkered flag flies. Pace truck's in. We're going green flag racing this time by. As Flagman lets him go, green in the air. Dylan Banks gets a great launch on the low line. Wellman's going to try to find himself a spot to get down low. He's going to make a spot right there on the back bumper of the 48. And then it's just too wide as far as back as you can see. He's behind them. Cut off break. Larry Bell, Johnny Hunter Lagoons all stuck on the outside here, just trying to get in where they can. Larry Bell gets a spot, has the junker. Hunter Lagoons, oh, Lagoons going to thread the needle, goes between both of them trucks. So Hunter looking to make moves early here in the number 27 Ford F-150, as he's already up 3 spots. Got Donnie Honeycutt coming behind him in the number 22. As these cameras here are awful here tonight. Goodness. Honeycutt. Brian Zimmerman. This is the battle for P6 here. Top 4 in front have single filed out. Brian Zimmerman, big moment for him. Gets a little loose on the outside lane. Luckily for him, Alex C. Harris. Oh no, excuse me, that was Honeycutt that got loose. I apologize. Honeycutt got loose there. Alex C. Harris cut him a break, let him slide down in front of him. You see the 28 of Zimmerman trying to work at high line a little bit. He's not actually wrapping along the very, very bottom of the track. He's doing the same thing on this side. So he's searching here, or maybe he's found something. Maybe something in practice he noticed. As he sees the 43, Larry Bell get a little loose in front of him. I'm noticing Kyle the Wildman's running up a little bit higher, up off the yellow curbing. Oh yeah. More than likely just a preference deal. We'll Trying to find a different camera angle. There we go. As Banks is kind of checking out on the field right here, but he's got to be careful. Well, I guess not really. This first stage is only 25 laps, so he can go out here and basically use this as a test run here during the race. Look at the gap he's developed. Now, my question is, we watched this on Friday night in the Next Gen Series. Banks, he built a huge lead out at Richmond. And what happened? Adam Thompson late, saved his tires, and drove him down from a 3-second lead, I believe. So, Banks, he can be fast, but he burnt up his tires last week. That's what's going to happen here tonight. Milwaukee Mile, it's a very abrasive track, so got to be careful here. But Wellman, I believe, has his hands full, and maybe the mirror full too. 27 Junker looks like he's getting through the corners a little bit better than the 42 is currently. And the Junker just attacked the corner more, driving it off in there a little bit deeper. Wellman's a little bit more conservative on entry, but look what it's gaining him on exit. So they're almost matching just by doing different. Nicholas Lamb's making his way up to the field. Got the pass on Adam Fulford. Now he's 9th on the board. Oh, moment out of our series point leader. Honeycutt. Got a little loose off turn 4. The conditions we were hearing during practice, the truck was building tight, but you could still self-spin on corner exits. So what that means, it's like a tight loose. That's the worst feeling car possible is a tight, loose car. And that's exactly what they're feeling with the truck tonight. They're tight, so they have so much wheel input into it, and then when the car finally does grip up, well, boom, you're going around. And that was the theme of practice. That's what we saw, and that's what we were hearing, speaking to some of the drivers. As last time around, our race leader Dylan Banks was a full 10th faster than the Wild Man. See what he is here at the line. Dylan Banks crossed the line for a 30.82, excuse me, and Wellman a 31 flat. So almost 2/10 there. Difference over lap times between our race leader and second place Kyle, the Wild Man Wellman. As Wellman and Brian Zimmerman still electing to run up off the bottom just a little bit. Notice right there, Hunter Lagoons, he was wrapping the bottom, basically painting the yellow line. Okay, right there at the white line, overstepping it a little bit, went down on the pit road, exit road. And I mentioned that to Wellman earlier. He was one of the drivers that was doing that. Now I guess Hunter Lagoons, he's discovered you can do that. But I was watching, it was pretty loose when drivers get down there, so it's a game of Russian roulette you're playing. But you can make speed. Brian Zimmerman way up high. That's higher than we've seen any truck go here tonight so far. Our race leader takes lap number 15 of 125, has a second, almost a second and a half lead over second place Kyle, the Wildman Wellman. But now Kyle He does not have that luxury. He has Hunter Lagoons, a.k.a. the Junker, right there behind him, filling up the mirror of the 42. Trying to force a mistake. 27, he's there. He's looking underneath the 42. Now, the 42 is going to get a little bit better run here. But you see both of them guys trying to drive the truck. They were both getting loose, just trying to get as much throttle input as they could there. As Wellman looks like he's just going to concede the battle. And Zimmerman allowed him in right in front of him, get back in line. So, heads up move out of both drivers there. Wellman cut his losses. And instead of losing multiple spots, he only lost one. But now Zimmerman, I believe, is a little bit faster as well. Wellman looks like he's struggling just a little bit on corner entry here. As looks like he's trying to let Zimmerman go. Zimmy was not able to get there. There's a big note here. This is stage points we're looking at. We got stage ending here at lap number 25. Any pass you can make now. Be a point or two if you can get by the next guy. As I'm monitoring our lap times between first and second now, they're almost spot on. Last time by, Hunter Lagoons was actually a tad faster. 200ths faster than our race leader, actually. And you see it, actually, right now. Hunter. Definitely chase down our race leader there. The gap's under a second now. Are we seeing Banks maybe just back it down a little bit? He knows the stage break's coming in roughly 6 laps. As the Junkers just driving it off in there, just able to attack the corner so much harder right now. It's impressive because that truck's sticking, but now he's really pushing. Let's jump on board here with the Junker. Look at that wheel movement. Now he's a dirt guy, but he's transitioned over to asphalt 4 now. He does it a lot more than what he used to, but he is originally a dirt guy. He has dirt racing background. You can tell with how he works that wheel. Watch him down here in 3 and 4. The last time around, Banks was actually a click faster than Lagoons. So they're kind of matching each other lap for lap. We're watching this battle earlier. Brian Zimmerman allowed the 42 to come down in front of him in line. And ever since that moment, I believe he's been faster, just not able to pass. Short of pass, but you see here Brian Zimmerman, he was looking, peeking, trying to look underneath Wellman, but just could not get the power and the momentum built up down the backstretch. Wellman's just trying to hang on and survive for playoff points here. And Banks is doing anything but hanging on. He's let loose since the start of the race. He's led all 24 laps up to this point, about to be lap number 25. And folks, stage break, it will actually come at the end of lap number 25. So still one more lap they got to complete here. You're hearing both of our race leaders, first and second, both of them downshifting. Trying to get that truck slowed up enough. It's easier to slow the truck down when you downshift. The engine helps slow it down some. That's what you're hearing here. They're having to do it to make these corners and keep speed and keep pace. So there you have it. Today's number 1 is going to go to none other than Mr. Dylan Banks, and then number 48, Hunter Lagoon's going to bring it in second. Wild man Kyle Wellman, he hung on for a third place finish in the stage. Brian Zimmerman got some valuable stage points, and Alex C. Harris brought the truck in 5th for stage number 1. I apologize, folks. I got my toddler next room playing Minecraft, and he has to come ask me 100 questions. I do apologize for the break there. Yes, sir. Dylan Banks, stage 1 race winner. So good pace there. Good pace there. Great short run speed, and actually, I was worried there for a moment, but kind of maintained. Once Hunter started catching me just a little bit, it was like Dylan's hit another gear and just basically maintained that gap. Let's see what they do down pit road. I expect a very busy pit road. They got 3 sets of tires laying in pits right now. Next caution period for a stage break will be lap number 65 for the end of stage number 2. Don't expect many to gamble and not take tires right here. That's a lot of laps on one set of tires. What our race leader does. Right side's up on our race leader. Uh-oh, troubles for the 43. Misses his pit box. Oh, 38. Also going off without tires. Alex C. Harris. Looks like he's going to be the guy to take a 2-tire call. Got to gamble here and make something work. Well, he's going to try to gamble. Get a little track position here. I believe we'll see if Adam and Larry pit here. I think Larry missed his pit box, so he had to keep going through pit road. I'm not 100% sure what happened to Adam here. See if these guys are pitting. Looks like Bell is. Like Adam is as well. So early troubles for the 43 and the 38. The tough, tricky pit road. One of the hardest pit roads we'll go to all season. By far. Already double file back up. All right, it's going to be Alex C. Harris. Dylan Banks at your front row. Alex is up 6 spots. He pulled a bold strategy call here. Let's see what he can do. He only took 2 tires. Rest of the field all around him, 4 tires. Tires on the 74. Silverado's down. And our race leader's off. Alex C. Harris fires them off. Looks like Dylan though timed it pretty good. Should be able to fall in right behind it, but he does not. Kyle, the Wildman Wellman's going to shove it down in there and make sure the 48 does not get down low. Now, Alex, he's got a little bit of advantage. He has basically scuffs on right now. Look at the move LeJunker just made. Shoots down underneath Dylan Banks. Now, Dylan Banks has had great speed all night long here. But right now, he's having to do something he hasn't had to done all night, and that's battle. Stuck on the outside lane, not where you want to go. Wellman trying to fit in right there. As Banks makes an aggressive move to get down. I don't know if he was clear, if he made himself clear. Wellman's not one you want to mess with a whole lot, and trouble for Wellman there also off turn 2. Allow Brian Zimmerman to jump to his outside in the 28. As we've seen, Mr. USA Firearms.com, 28, He likes the outside lane here. He was rolling it earlier. He concedes and falls in right here behind the wild man once again. And now Banks is on offense. Running third after leading the first 25 laps. Trying to make a pass over the junker here. Got a great run off turn 2. I think Hunter knows it. Now Wildman's going to try to stick his nose there. Make sure he can stay there. He can stay behind right there beside Lagoons. Not able. It's so tight off the bottom there. Coming off turn 4, excuse me. Right now the 2-tire call. Looking like the call of the race. For the time being, still a lot of laps left, I know. But now looking here, Dylan Banks, he's just able to turn down, get underneath the 74. 74 washed up a little bit, had to lift, stay off the wall. But the 48 not able to capitalize as we have a yellow actually. As something has happened with maybe the 13 of J.R. Chambra. Oh, yes, something definitely has happened to that truck. Let's see what happened. Self-spin. Locks it down and minimizes damage. That's a good thing. So that's a good move by Mr. J.R. Chambra there. Basically just overstepped the limits of the truck, but he locked it down and kept it from being any worse than what it could have been. I think Alex likes that caution too. Allows them tires to cool down just a little bit. Let's talk to Alex. Let's see if we can find him. Maybe. We'll get him next caution. I believe lights make off this. Oh, they did not. Pull him up. Let's have a word with him. Mr. Alex C. Harris, you live in the booth. Got a copy?
Got a copy.
I know y'all are about to go probably 2 to green right now, but brother took a 2-tire call, little strategy call, got stuff out front. How's the truck feeling?
Feels pretty good. Feels like as if I took 4, so I figured it was the only time I could take 2. I did some testing earlier. That's why I took 2, just based on how the laps fell.
I mean, you jumped 6 spots with it, and you got the track position now, so you got the stage coming up in about 30 laps. See if you can hang on up there, brother. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Our race leader, Alex C. Harris, coming in second in the points tonight, so he's basically making it to the next round, but it's all bragging rights. Just want the bragging rights. You want the momentum. As he's not really in any jeopardy, I don't think possible that he could fall from second all the way down to 13th. So it's basically just all about momentum for him here. Build momentum for the next round. The way he was running, yes, our race leader is going to take the outside lane. I'm going to be straightforward here. You know, I call it like I said. I don't like it. Don't like the call here. Now, if he can get gone completely away from the 48 here, get clear, okay. But we're playing a game. I mean, it's a risky game because if Banks is there, if he's at your rear quarter on entry, he's going to get you. I expect the 48 to be up on the wheel this time. Going to try to time it to the best of his ability. Right on board here with 48. Y'all can see what the second place guy sees in this scenario. He tried to time it. We heard Banks. He got in the throttle once. Was a little early. He had to lift. And that little split second of having to lift is all it took. The 74 timed that one perfect, but Banks is able to retain the second place spot. Hunter Lagoons looking to try to make a move, but not able to. Just yet, at least. So we got a great battle here. As that was Nicholas Lamb, went way up out of the groove. Not a lot of grip up there. There's basically nothing but trash and marbles up that high, because there has not been a whole lot of trucks driving up there. Got a battle for P2 now going on. As you just saw, I mean, Harris is just not able to hold the lead now versus the 4 tires. This is where those tires are just now starting to come in, where his are really starting to fall back off now. But it got him a bonus point for leading, right? Got him some camera time out front. I like the call. I was seeing Lagoons come up through the field. He qualified 6th, so he had to pass a few cars. But once he got to 2nd, he looked to be the only guy here that could go lap for lap with the 48. So now he's 2nd behind him. We know the 48 just fires off really fast. He has great short run speed. If he can stay with the 48 here, might be able to get him on the long run of it. Got over about 24 laps to go in this stage, so plenty of laps to go. As we got a good battle heating up here for 3rd. Between 2 tires versus 4. Also a good battle going on for 5th right there behind it between Brian Zimmerman and Honeycutt. Honeycutt's had a quiet night so far. Whoa, we got a driver getting wicked loose down there. So that was a 37 Nicholas Lamb again, so almost went for a spin there. What a save, though. See, Alex, he's trying to fight. He wants to make these guys have to pass him, right? He wants them to have to take their time to pass him. But it's wearing out their tires as well. But you see this over time, Brian Zimmerman, he just chips away at it until he finally just gets in front of him. Just able to maneuver the truck a little bit better. He just has a little bit more grip, those fresh tires. As looking back up front, Banks, he's extending it out. Last time around, he was almost a tenth and a half faster than our 2nd place driver, Hunter Lagoon. So Banks, I mean, he fires off so fast. See if he can sustain it this time. As I know he's a fan of this style of tracks. I know he's a fan of New Hampshire. This Milwaukee Mile, a track so very similar. It's 1st and 2nd in the points. Go side by side. Honeycutt gets the pass, gets the position. That's going to put Tyler up inside the top 5 now for the number 20. Battle going on here between Larry Bell and Adam Fulford. Larry trying to make the pass. Adam goes really high for him, gives him plenty of room on the low line. See, not able to actually complete the pass finally. It's a very tough track to pass that. Very, very tough track to pass that. While the restarts are so chaotic because guys are trying to get everything they can, every position they possibly can. They know it's tough to pass. As Wellman looks really smooth right here. He's running 3rd right now. Demi looks good behind him as well. This is almost roles reversed. A while ago we saw Wellman running 2nd, Hunter running 3rd, and Hunter was really trying to apply the pressure to Wellman. Now it's deja vu, just reverse. Wellman's trying to force a mistake out of the 27. It's easy to make a mistake here. One look up in the mirror, just one quick second or quick little millisecond of focus loss, and boom. It happens quick. Well, it's trying to fill the mirror up on the 27. That's the same thing the 28 of Zimmerman's doing. Just trying to apply a little bit of pressure. Banks, though, he just finds another gear. We see this week in and week out with the 48. Finds another gear. Hunter Lagoons, though, staying right there with him, and now Lagoons is starting to track him back down. So I think a battle for the race lead might start to heat up here. Just like Kyle Wildman Wellman. I was talking about being smooth a while ago. Like maybe a moment there for Wellman. No harm, no foul. Keeps it going forward. I saw a good little three-car battle back here. That's Larry Bell trying to make some moves forward. Oh, runs out of room with Ronnie Morrison right there in front of him. Bell tried to get underneath the 69, but could not fail. Go back up to P2, seeing if he's made any progress. He really hasn't. That's what we meant or saw earlier. Saying it would be almost as if Lagoons would chase him down a little bit, close the gap a little, then Banks would just hold it there. Folks, let's do something we haven't done here in a while. Let's crank it up. Headset users, please beware. It's about to get loud. Folks, we have a caution on the speedway. Let's go back and see what happened here. We're trying to find it ourselves. It may have been J.R. Schomburg again. No way. He was indeed. Well, alrighty then. Dylan Banks, your man front and center out front. Gonna have Hunter Lagoons sitting second. Brian Zimmerman third. Kyle, the Wildman Wellman fourth. Our points leader, Tyler Honeycutt, he is fifth. And now I want to note, second place in the points, Alex C. Harris. He gambled. He went from the race leader. Now he's 10th. He did not pit there. We do have a stage break coming in 7 laps. I'm actually shocked he didn't pit there. Get a pit and then not pit in 7 laps and been back out front again. It looks like the junker wants to double file up. Like we might be. Oh, they're double file, so it's going to be a little 5-lap shootout or so. Race leader Dylan Banks elects to start on the bottom. Alex C. Harris was the leader of the last restart. He took the outside lane. It worked, but the bottom lane, it's worked the 2 times we've seen Dylan Banks fire off. I think either lane will work. It's all a matter of what you prefer. And what teammates you have around you. Right now you have a 5 Kings Motorsports, 1, 2, 3, and 4 currently. So a lot of friendly faces up front, but them 5 King boys, they will race each other. As green flag is out, we're going to have a shootout here to the end of stage number 2. Look at the jump and the launch the 48 gets. Able to get clear, but so does the 27. And 27 is applied pressure right there to the back bumper of the 48. And Wellman letting it hang on the outside lane. 3 of these 4 drivers, they need every stage point they can get. The one driver that don't really care is, oh no! Wildman's going around right in front of the field and hard impact. And I don't know who that was. Mark Miller coming in 3.5 days later with a heavy contact there. Let's go back and see what happened here. Started 42. Wildman. Okay, got clipped just a little bit by Zimmy there. All it took. Watch this. Just right. Get spun 180 right looking back in the head-on traffic. Never a good day in the office. Wildman, that's not what he needed. We have some drivers elected to take it down pit road. Our race leader Dylan Banks has went down. I'm not exactly sure, folks. This is a weird situation. Is this stage caution? Is it not stage caution? I believe it will be. Again, I'm just a broadcaster. That's 4-tire call for driver who was our race leader, Mr. Dylan Banks. Kyle, the Wildman Wellman, coming out on track. Let's see if we can talk to the Wildman. Now, he is named the Wildman, so we'll see. Kyle, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Whoa, that sounded way too happy. Talk to me. What happened?
I get into the turn. Zimmy is saying he got loose, and he tried going to the outside. He was loose under braking. And I had to check up for Hunter right at the same time, so I didn't run into him, and it was just racing. Got turned there. Then we got guys in the back that just don't know what smoke means. They must mean it means hammer down, and just destroyed a couple other guys and my front end. So.
Well, luckily you had a faster pair. You did not use it though, huh?
Nope, not yet.
So you're gonna hold on.
It might bite me later. Right now, the goal is just to gain what I can on these fresh tires and get some stage points. It's playoff time, baby.
What's the deal with the stage?
Ends at the end of 65, so it looks like it's going to be a 2-lap shootout.
Okay, thank you. That's the main reason why I pulled you up too. All right, thank you, sir, and good luck.
Yep, thank you.
Well, folks, that means a stage caution still is to come. Lap 65, so it's going to be a 2-lap shootout here. Here's what I mentioned, a driver like Dylan Banks, when everybody else, they're going to come down and pit here at the stage break. Those drivers will just pit on lap 61. Huh, they're staying out. They're getting the track position right back. But interesting call, Wellman electing to not use his fast repair. So what that means he's expecting maybe a little bit more carnage now that he's at the back half of the field. They fire off pretty clean. Hunter Lagoon's the junker, our race leader, but look at him in the back, all spreading. You got 3 wide here. That's the battle for 5th. As it's sorted out, turn to 2 wide. Ronald Judd, Ronnie Morrison side by side. Alexi Harris is getting aggressive with Ronald. Shoves him up the track. They're 3 wide there. That's the battle for 5th. 3 wide behind them. 4 wide almost here at Milwaukee. Didn't think I'd call that tonight. Dylan Banks down low. 3 wide. Alexi in the middle. Remember the stage break at the end of this lap. These guys are racing like their stage points on the line. Oh, big stack up for Alexi Harris. He's going to drop to the back. So Banks able to slice and dice his way through. Wellman's trying to do the same. May have been a little bumper put to Fulford there. As Wellman. Oh, I think the 38 got him at the line. So, hey, Wellman maybe scored in the 7th position. We'll wait and see what timing score says. But we know who scored in the top position. Mr. Hunter Lagoons, our stage 2 winner. Hunter, the junker. Brian Zimmerman got some more stage points here tonight with his 2nd place finish. Tyler Honeycutt in 3rd. Donnie Honeycutt, he's going to be 4th. And Ronnie Morrison also snuck up in there and got himself some stage points. Hunter Lagoons and company, they were last in for service on lap 27. Dylan Banks, he's 6th. Kyle the Wildman Wellman, he's 7th. They were in at lap 61. That's going to be 1st and 2nd. Oh, they're coming in too. I believe it's going to be a fuel call for some of these drivers, but the Wildman, no sir. He's going to leave it out and take the race lead. And it was like, oh, chummy. Might be making a little call here. Strategy call out of the 6 as well. Now, Chummy and the Wildman, they both pit on lap number 61. Remember, they can go about 55 to 60 laps on fuel. So I believe, although they pit on lap 61, I think they can save that with this caution and the caution prior. I think they can save enough fuel and not have to worry about pitting again. You want to go that long on a set of tires? $1 million question. So Dylan Banks won the battle, get off pit road. Hunter Lagoons went in behind him and came off behind him. Both of the Honeycutts the same. Zimmerman, so they left pit road how they entered it. No 2-tire call for any driver there, it does not look like. Now, we did see Dylan Banks go down, but that was just simply a splash and go. It was a 5-second stop, so just enough to put some fuel in it, so that tells me it is close. He was noticing the fuel if he was thinking to go in and top off. But maybe it's closer than I realized. I figured it would be fairly simple with the cautions, but maybe not. What do I know? I'm just a washed up broadcaster. Well, Dylan will laugh at that. Hey, see these drivers, they're ready to go. They're too wide. Ready to get after it once again. Here at Milwaukee. Wellman's truck is beat all to hell. But it wouldn't be Wellman's truck if it wasn't. Let's kind of go down apron, cool his tires off. Wellman will Wellman. This front row is going to be interesting here. Got some fast guys starting in row 2 on back. Those drivers just involved in an accident. They are drivers that are leading this field as we take lap number 71 here. That beautiful Chevy Silverado. It should be pulling down pit road this time by. Race leader's on the inside. When will he fire him off in the restart box? As he's getting through the gears already. Bad start for Chummy Miller. Chummy did not fire on that outside lane. Was asleep at the wheel. Now he's just got a battle on that outside lane. Dylan Banks already made the pass on Chummy. Hunter Lagoon, or Tyler Honeycutt, excuse me, trying to make the pass. Hunter Lagoon's is stuck behind him currently. But Chummy holding strong on the outside a little bit, but he is stacking these guys up. They're 3 wide here. That's a battle for P3. I think it's sorted out somewhat quickly as the Junker drives it off a cliff there to try to get past the 20. Gets clear of him. I set forward on the 6. Oh, big moment for the 6 there. Oh, the 6 is struggling. And so is the 42 of Kyle the Wildman Wellman. He was really struggling there. Folks, we gotta go back and see what happened to him. Just got loose, picking up the throttle. Had the pressure of Banks right behind him. Now Lagoons gets by him as well. So Lagoons and Banks, they have been the top 2 here tonight. And that's how they run currently. Wellman, though, trying to change that. He gets loose again, so Kyle is definitely pushing. He's definitely picking up the throttle way too much. Those tires are angry now. We saw Adam Folker miss the corner, or may have had a little help to miss the corner there. I'm not sure. We just saw the 38 truck just take off a bat out of hell up the hill. Mark Miller, he did start outside row number 1, but just slowly falling backwards. He only has 6. There's only 6 laps difference between his tires and theirs, but 6 meaningful big laps. See the pace difference. So that was Larry Bell. I was trying to find what driver got really loose. That was Larry Bell getting loose in the 43, losing a lot of track position there. 2 laps to go, folks. Alrighty, folks, we're going to throw it to Savage Edge really quick. If anything happens, we'll jump back. We'll be back momentarily. Stick around.
Shut up and sit down.
Folks, we are back here at the Milwaukee Mile. While we were away, Hunter Lagoons looked like he was trying to make a move on our race leader Dylan Banks, but not able to get there. But while that was happening, Brian Zimmerman, he was also trying to make a move on Lagoons. Both drivers got to the inside, never able to actually finish the pass. Got 45 laps to go here. 45 miles. And I was going to say, Hunter's got to be careful here. Jimmy's looking to go. Looks like Hunter just rolled over, gave it the position there. Very smart out of the jungle, but Jimmy washes up. Hunter's going to try to cross over. They got actually really tight there between Brian Zimmerman and the wall. But now Jimmy's going to try his hand, see if he can chase down our race leader, Dylan Banks. Hunter, he stayed second to him for a huge portion of tonight's event, but not able to actually get up there and make the pass. Now we're going to see if Brian Zimmerman can do it in the 28. $40 laps to go. 43, excuse me, and Jimmy, he's definitely driving in there a little bit deeper than what the 48's doing. We were seeing Hunter do that earlier, and now it ended up not paying off for Hunter. What Zimmerman's doing here, right on board with him. He's fairly smooth, actually. And another note, he never shifted right then. Not in 3 and 4. Did not shift in 1 and 2 either. So Zimmerman's using a little bit different strategy here. Let's jump on board with our race leader. There's your downshift. He just went down to third. Just shifted up to fourth. It helps the truck rotate. You're shifting like that. But it also helps the truck break loose. As I'm thinking, trouble for Ronnie Morrison. Yes, trouble indeed. Let's go back and see what happened now. The track is still green. No yellow here for Ronnie. What happened? Self spin. But like JR earlier, no damage from the 69. Them is there. He's close enough now to where the 48 has to be watching. I just wonder if Brian Zimmerman is using a little bit too much tire now, driving in a little bit harder. You see, he's just driving in a little bit deeper, but he's rotating the corner so much better. What you're seeing with the 48, when he's shifting, the RPMs are lower, it has more torque. So he's able to build some more speed. If he grabs grip when he shifts, it will launch him off the corner. You're seeing that. Because listen to Jimmy's truck here, just it's not wound up. Takes it a little bit before it really starts to get turned up. But now Banks, when he's shifting, he has a handful. He's having to save that truck lap after lap after lap. Look at the run Brian Zimmerman has here. To the inside of him. 48 goes up pretty high. Now this low line, it's been the preferred line, but man, oh man, it's hard to make a pass. If that guy on the outside lane wants to pinch and hold him down, and that's what he does, Zimmerman gets a little bit loose. And now everything he just gained was just lost. Right there. So now he has to try to battle back, do that again. It took him about 5 laps to finally be able to make the move. That's just a testament to how tough it is to pass at this track. Let's see if Zimmerman, if he can able to track the 48 back down and get back to the inside. Re-rack him, try again, but now he has a 27 jumping to his inside now. Now the battle's on for P2. Zimmy also into the outside wall. So trouble's here for the 28. Hunter Lagoon scoots on by. While all this is going on, fourth place, excuse me, Tyler Honeycutt. Almost a football field between him and Brian Zimmerman, but he's trying to track him down. Last time around, Honeycutt was actually the fastest out of the bunch. In 4th place, he was faster than our race leader, Dylan Banks. All these drivers have had to battle a little bit inside the top 3. Had to use up a little bit more tire, where somebody like Honeycutt had been just riding around conserving a little bit. That time around, though, Hunter Lagoon's fastest on the track with a 31.17. A full 10th faster than our race leader. I can tell you just from monitoring and watching the race times throughout the night, Banks has definitely backed it down. He's not pushing really hard right now, because his lap times were quite a bit faster earlier. But the track may have slowed down too. This track is ever changing, so 48 might be losing the handling on that truck. The track starts to get more grip. Also got lap traffic out the front windshield. It's Ronald Judd, 64. Ronald goes up really high there in 1 and 2. Race leader's not able to get there that time by. Might get him here on the back stretch. Going to be slow in front of the race leader. Race leader has to go underneath. As Judd just got slow, got out of the way, let him go on by. Kudos to Ronald Judd for that, but brother, you never got to do that. You're out here racing like they are. And Banks survived 31 more laps here, 31 miles. Update on Wellman and his damage. Obviously hurting the handling of that truck, as he's just not the same truck right now. There's a 6 lap difference between him and everybody around him as far as tires, so there's not a big advantage to the other guys. But there is a big advantage in regards to the damage. Alex Harris trying to get by Wellman, but Wellman's not going to give it up. That's a battle for 6 there. But just see, I think Kyle stacked them up maybe just a little bit here. Being a 38 right there on the back bumper to the 74. 74 is trying to make hay here on the bottom. But I will say, as he gets loose, I was about to say, when he has the grip, he fires off the corner really good. He has real good drive off tonight. When it grabs and goes. As Alex is going to get passed by Adam Fulford. Back up front, race lead. Still in the hands of Dylan Banks, has about a 3/10 of a lead over the Junker. Junker's trying to do anything he can. He wants to go back to back. It was a sweep for Hunter last week in regards to front row esports races. As a caution on the speedway, and oh no, it's the 74 Alex C. Harris. Let's go back and see what happened. Oh, he was trying to make a pass over Wellman earlier. Wellman goes down low here. Lost a lot of momentum. Alex gets there and don't actually ever touch him. It's off. Wellman got loose in front of him and around Alex went. Wow. Busy pit road here. I'm expecting 4 tire calls for the majority of the field. Now, we did see Alex get a 2 tire call earlier. He survived about 10 laps or so before he started falling back. He's experimented earlier with a 2 tire call and made it work some. Still 26 laps to go currently. A lot of laps. You see 4 tire call for Banks. Like a 4 tire call for almost all of our drivers except Donnie Honeycutt. I love it. 22. Was a little bit of a strategy call. Now, Donnie's been quiet this race, but he's been inside the top 5 right there around it all night long. So he's having a little bit of electrical issues there. But now Donnie qualified in 3rd, so he had great short run speed. He could qualify really good. 25 laps. It's going to be a little sprint now, but there's still enough laps here that got to think tire wear at the end of this thing. Although it's a sprint, there's enough laps out here that you could really hurt tires. Tire call though, I like it. Be bold, do something different. If he could have came out with the race lead there, it could have been everything. Now he's going to be starting to the outside of our race leader, Dylan Banks. Definitely the underdog when they barrel off into turn 1. But if he can stay beside Banks, he might be able to make something work here. Our race leader's on 4 tires underneath him, though. It'll be interesting. Does a driver come in and pull the playoffs? A playoff driver don't even get to win here tonight at a cutoff race. Because remember, Dylan Banks started racing in the series too late. Did not make the playoffs. Was not eligible. Not able to. He's basically just racing for wins. That's it. Points don't matter. Just wants to race wins. He hasn't led every lap tonight, but he's led the most laps tonight. Qualified on the pole. As Donnie was outside, qualified 3rd. You have the junker inside row number 2. Tyler Honeycutt outside. 24 laps to go. 23. We cross the stripe. Well, cautions breed cautions.
Let's hope not.
Oh my goodness, I hope not. Mr. Tom Freitas, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Is your other race done?
No, I'm not even halfway yet. I'm watching both right now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we have 23 to go here as we take the green flag. And Dylan Banks, he's been the star of the night. He's been the star of like basically any league he's running. He's really fast, huh?
Yeah, he is. Whatever you put him in, he figured. You know who he reminds me of?
We have a guy going around. What's he remind you of, Tommy?
Chris Carroll.
I see it. And oh man, Brian Zimmerman. I don't know if he had help or not. Let's go back. We're gonna click the red button and we're gonna see. Had to click it a few times.
Yeah.
The camera angles here tonight are just dreadful too, by the way.
It looks like it, yeah.
Absolutely dreadful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a little self spin out of 28. No damage. Ooh, close.
Yeah.
No damage for the 28. So that's the third self spin we've seen tonight with no damage. So
Well, that's a good thing. No damage. Just shows how hard these guys are getting it in. Looks like a lot of rear brake and loose getting off the corner. And
they're definitely having to drive the trucks tonight. It's been a good race. Hasn't been except those 3 cautions. I don't think we've had maybe one. Maybe yeah, we had one incident caution, but other than that, it's been self spins with a stage brake. It's been
spins.
a
Okay.
really good night of racing.
That's good, which I expect from the truck guys. I mean, they've been putting on, honestly, good races all year, so I don't expect anything less from these boys.
When it was actually broadcast, when Tron was broadcasting, I loved it. I love watching them. They were awesome. It's been one of the best series. That's why I jumped at broadcasting it. So I'm excited to see, can Lagoons go back to back here, or is Banks going to be a little too much for him?
You think? What do you think? Do you think if Hunter is close enough at the final lap, think he's going to move him?
I think if he's close enough on lap with 21 to go, I think he'll move him. He just said he hasn't fully got there yet. He's trying though.
Yep.
He's trying to get there. Yeah, that's heartbreak for Brian Zimmerman there. He was running. I mean,
He
top
was doing
3 all
really
night.
well.
Top
Yeah.
3 all night. He hit, lost a little bit of track position, had to battle back. Self spin goes to the tail end. Gonna be restarting 12th now.
You think he has enough time and enough truck to get back up there?
Just depends on what the tires are like. Did he piss them off right then? Probably a little bit.
Yep.
Probably a little mad right now, but the caution period does let him cool off. So that's a good thing. As it looks like the Junker and Banks, they're racing under caution. Like they just can't stand it. They gotta race each other. I believe Tom's doing race control duties right now. Sounds like probably.
Yep. I was.
Good field of trucks out here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile. Playoff cutoff race for the Front Row Esports. If you're just jumping in here with us, just a good night of racing. Go back, watch it on demand. But for right now, let's watch these last 20 laps. It's been a battle of 5 Kings tonight. It's been between Banks and Lagoons. They've been the 2 premier trucks.
You monitoring comments, Tanner?
I have not been because I can't see them.
Okay, well, just Dylan Banks said, Tanner, washed up racer turned broadcaster.
Oh yeah, he heard me say it a while ago. As Corey Sherman's out in chat too. I tried to get y'all to come out, Sherman. I tried to get you to come out. These trucks have been fun tonight. They're loose. They're having to drive the trucks. It's not just put around here. Let me check Wildman's truck because he had damage. So Wildman, he used the fast repair. He has a clean truck. How long will that last though? 12 trucks still on the lap. Nicholas Lamb shot out to the 37, 5 laps down, still completing laps though. Love to see it. Lights are off on the Chevy Silverado. We're going back green flag racing, Tullabo. This time by.
I like it. I don't want to see Dylan cry if I beat him. Ah, okay.
I like it. I like it. Look at the restart for Banks. Just launches out of a cannon. Now the Honeycutt, the 20, trying to fill a gap to the inside of the Junker. Well, cautions breed cautions. They're still 2x2 throughout the field. If Hunter's not careful here, he's going to lose his position.
Yes, he is.
And they got a big stack up in the back.
Yep.
Wolford going around. Ronnie going around. 33 wide at the line. Ronnie hit the barrel again, it looks like. Let's go back and watch and see what happened.
Oof.
That
looked like it hurt.
It looked like it was going to be a huge one, but then everybody kind of scattered and missed. What happened.
Yeah.
Looks at that. Looks like Adam may have pushed up Ronnie a little bit, but let's see. A little loose. A little loose. Still a little loose. Oh, little boop. Oh, another little
Oh,
boop. Boops involved there.
oh, 3 boops. Well, yeah, it was just one checkup turning into another checkup, and
At
yeah,
some point, at one point, somebody couldn't check up enough. It just gets bigger.
exactly.
It gets bigger and bigger the further back you go.
Yep, yep. Especially with how close proximity these trucks are racing.
Absolutely. Qualifying times from like 3rd to 10th was all right there on top of each other. So qualifying times
Nice.
and lap times, they've been, I mean, just lap for lap, just right on pace, basically.
That's awesome. Okay, that's what we like to see, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just tough to pass, right? So you got to really work over a guy to try to make the pass there.
Yep.
Or they got to really screw up. One of the two.
Yeah.
Gory out in Viewerland, brother. Who we got? Dylan's chatting while he's driving.
I don't know how does
I don't get it.
how do you do that?
And
I don't-
Corey told him get that shirt pressed for Sunday. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anybody who can type on a keyboard and drive a race car at the same time, that's impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Drive a race car pretty damn good too.
Yeah.
Sitting
Yeah.
front and center. He's the man with
Yep.
the plan when it comes to this restart. Field is in his hands. Who you got, Corey, out in the chat? Banks, who you got out in the chat? As Corey, you picked Zimmy earlier, and Tulip Bowl picked Zimmy earlier.
Yep.
Corey said, I'm going to start my campaign rally for the trucks next year in BPL. Make the trucks great again.
The trucks have gotten a lot more fun since that update last season build. So
I've only done a handful of races in them, but I broadcast a few of these, and it definitely looks like you get loose now. You actually got to drive the truck, so that's a step in the right direction.
Yep.
Tanner and Tom, believe in me. That's all I need.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the junker here. I believe. I'm just playing.
You going with the junker?
You can't bet against Dylan Banks.
It's kind of hard. Yeah.
It'd be I mean, anything can happen. We're racing 14 laps to go, 13 when they go back green flag racing.
True.
Field is in the hands of the 48, Dylan Banks.
Don't tell Dylan, but I'll slip someone a little money to take him out.
Now he's talking about the BPL playoffs. Folks, speaking of BPL playoffs, this Sunday, season finale, regular season finale. Who makes it in? Who doesn't? Dylan Banks, 33 points out, trying to make his bid for the playoffs. But for now, we're front row Esports Truck Series racing. Dylan Banks gets a great launch there. That's exactly what he needed to do. No battle going into 1 and 2. The battle is on for P2, though. The junker gets clear of the 20 barely. I apologize. Had a little audio issue going on there, but we fixed it. As Larry Bell, up and down knife arms. Oh, Ronnie Morrison almost goes around the back. Gets it saved, but Bell, we saw him at points tonight be the last car on the lead lap. He's battled up to P6 now. Demi trying to hard charge back through the field after his self-spin. Alex D. Harris to the inside of Larry Bell. That's the battle for 6. Remember, Alex is in the playoffs. He's moving forward, but so is Larry Bell. Those points matter. They matter when it comes to your seedings for the next round. This being a cutoff race.
It does, and because any bonus points that they get, as well, helps out a lot as well.
I'm glad you're in here. So let me ask: when the points reset next or tonight, do they all go back to 2000 or something, or?
So it'll go to the 3000s, but the bonus points will be carried over.
Okay. So bonus
Yep.
points matter throughout the season and all that, right?
Yep.
It stacks up.
Yes. Yep. That's why it's so important to get as many as you can throughout the season. We had a couple guys, when I did it earlier, they actually gained a couple spots when I reset playoffs because of bonus points.
Right.
So.
And it sounds like somebody may have just went to jail somewhere around you. I was hearing some sirens there. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's 24/7.
Oh, T's and P's for Tom Frieders in this neighborhood.
Yep.
Oh, toilet bowl.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. That's a big one.
He's never said that, bro. Honestly, I wish she did, but she never did.
About, I think half the field just got wrecked. Well, yeah. No yellow.
As
I ain't doing it. Anyways.
Donnie Honeycutt stacking the field up behind him just a little bit here in 5th place spot. Remember now, he took 2 tires. He has 4 tires all around him. And we see the 2 tires, they last for a handful of laps, but they start to fall off. They start to lose their advantage.
I was going to say, I feel like tires are a big deal here.
A premium.
Surface is old, it's worn out, it's bumpy. You want 4 tires every chance you can get.
It's a flat track too, and that's just a flat track notorious for burning just completely up the right front.
Yep.
Oh, Banks, he's smiling, he's happy. He knows Corey Sherman's watching him lead the race right now. That's his hero. When is Toilet Bow Tom coming back on Race Chatter? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh. Race Shadow's Sunday, right?
Every Sunday at noon.
I think I should know this, right? I mean, yeah.
Think.
You would think. I'll be there Sunday, Corey.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to hold you to it, Tommy.
All right.
Oh,
Text me,
Bow.
remind me.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you. So
Okay.
Toilet Bow Tom. Oh, Race Control will be on Race Chatter.
Oh, boy, there we go.
Mr. Race Control.
Looks like Dylan Banks has this thing pretty well in hand right now, unless there's a yellow or he makes a mistake.
It would be a huge mistake. It would have to be a yellow.
Yeah, I feel like old Cakey is going to take this one to the bank. See what I did there? Yeah.
I like it.
Just check. Yeah.
Like it. I was hoping that Hunter read the comments and did whatever Corey told him to do. He said he got to basically get his inner Dylan on. It was Austin Dillon, you know?
Yeah.
Bring it out.
Yep. I mean, I guess you could just send it on the last lap. I don't know. Does wall riding work here? Never tried it.
Only a second back. That'd be impressive if he was able to get there to him. That's for damn sure.
It would be. Not that I'm telling anyone to wall ride, but I mean,
I don't think it would work here.
I don't know. I feel like it might in the trucks.
Maybe.
I don't know. If Hunter's listening, he'd try it.
Dylan, if you are listening, bro, this win don't mean anything. Just do it the last lap, and we'll find out here. It'll be like iRacing Mythbusters. I can put that in the title. Can you wall ride Milwaukee? Hell, he has enough lead. He could almost mess it up wall riding still. Oh, he's typing. He was typing.
Yeah,
right there.
he is typing.
He was swerving.
Dylan, just stop typing. Focus on driving.
He put LOL. Yeah, and then he was definitely typing right then. He was swerving down the backstretch too much. That's funny. All while having almost a 1.5 second lead over the junker.
Yep.
Battle though out here right now with 2 laps to go. Popsicle sticks in the air. The battle for P3. Honeycutt has it. Wellman wants it.
What will Wellman do to get it?
Oh, that's a scary question.
I mean, we know Wellman, and he got nicknamed Wildman for a reason. So.
Gonna be white flag in the air for Dylan Banks. 1 more mile. Then Mike Flynn.
Between Wellman and Honeycutt, or no?
Or what?
Isn't there beef between Wellman and Honeycutt?
Isn't there beef between Wellman and everybody?
True. It's very true. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll be honest, I don't know, but if Wellman dumps him right here, I would definitely say if there wasn't, there is. But
Yes.
it's not going to be tonight. Honeycutt
Nope.
looks safe for the podium. And the race win goes to Dylan Banks. Another race win here on True Sim Productions. I feel like I've caught a few of them.
I think you
48.
have.
Motor Lagoons brought the truck home P2. Like I mentioned, Tyler Honeycutt P3. Solid night for Kyle the Wildman Wellman, considering he was facing backwards at one point. Brought the truck back home, or brought the truck home in P4, back in one piece. So, always a good night if you can say the Wildman kept a truck in one piece.
That is true.
And then Donnie Honeycutt round out your top 5 here tonight.
Yeah, all in all, it looked like it was a pretty good race for the truck series, I got to say.
As Corey says, your hero is proud of you, Dylan. See if he burns it down. Give me a cool burnout. No, that's sissy crap.
I want to see a burnout the whole front stretch, Dylan.
Yeah, at least the whole front stretch. Don't take forever. Don't waste my time doing it. Make it cool. That's terrible. I could do that, and I don't never win, so I don't never get to practice it. Bill Larson.
See, you had to back up. You just...
He's got it, though. There's smoke, too. But that's iRacing's fault. Look, the smoke dissipates. You don't see it.
Yeah.
Anymore.
There it goes.
All right, while he's doing that, we'll check back in with you in a moment. Let's go chat with our third place driver, Mr. Tyler Honeycutt. Find him first.
I'm going to get him. I'll grab him.
Found him.
Okay.
Mr. Tyler, you live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, Tyler, you started tonight in 8th, but you battled, kept the truck clean, brought the truck home in 3rd. You're the points leader. Talk me through your night.
Yeah, this is like my first or second race here. Can't really remember, but I didn't really know what to expect. So I took it too easy on the qualifying, and then after that, I was just trying to learn throughout the race, and I picked up a few things, and I got pretty freaking fast towards the end there. So yeah, I was just trying to keep it clean. I wish it would have went on that long run because I felt like I had a really good long run truck, but just happy to bring it home 3rd and extend the points lead as much as possible.
Absolutely. That's big picture racing right there. A good points night out of the 20. Who we got to thank tonight, brother?
Yeah, everybody at Ghost Motorsports. My dad, he did pretty good tonight, got a top 5. Everybody that races in this league, Tom for putting on the show, and you for broadcasting. Glad somebody can broadcast it.
Right on, buddy. Right on. Well,
Yep.
it was a family affair here with the Honeycutts in the top 5. So, father-son duo brought it home in the top 5, both of them. So, congratulations, Tyler.
Thank you, sir. Y'all have a good one.
Yep, you too, buddy. All righty, and then I believe
Junker.
our second place driver. You know, you didn't even really get to watch the full race, but I'm gonna spur it on you. We'll let you talk to your PUBG anchor, the Junker.
Oh boy.
Hunter, good job there on a P2 tonight. Tell us a little about your race.
I don't know, it was pretty good. I mean, kind of started deep. I messed up at qualifying, and
Yeah,
no kidding. We made it up though in like 3 laps. I made up like 4
Did.
spots. I was sending it. I was like, oh well. I was like, well, 3 laps isn't gonna do too much. So after I got by everyone, I was like, well, I'm just gonna save. And then like 5 laps ago, I got by Wellman. So I was like, well, I'll just take the second. Next stage, I won it. So I was like, well, can't complain really. I think Dylan had a better short run car than I did, but I think I was better than him on the long run. But I don't know, we didn't really get a chance.
So you think if you had a long run, you might have been able to do something with him?
Yeah, when we let's see, no kid, right? No, when we were like 91 or 95 when that yellow came out, and I was right there with him. I was still saving with him, so I don't know. Kind of would have liked to see how that went.
As I bet Tom had to do race control duties right there.
Yep. Sorry.
You're good. It did. There was portions of the night where it did look like you was the only other truck that could contend and actually match the 48 pace for pace. So I will say you did tell the truth on that one, I guess. So who we got to thank tonight, Junker? You got a race win last week. You brought the truck home second this week. The kid's on fire. Who we got to thank?
gotta thank you, Bob King Motorsports,
Damn right.
Chris, Dylan, Zim, USA Firearms, Elite Performance Industries, Tom for putting us on. I guess you again for TSP.
Yeah. I'll just play. He sounds like a good kid, folks, but he's not really.
I'm not. No, I'm kidding.
Hunter, in all seriousness, good job, buddy, here on your second place finish. We'll let you get back down there and celebrate, brother.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Then, Tulip Bow, there was one. And he's been listening to us. He's been spying on our conversation the whole time, so he knows what the junker said there. He knows the junker said he thinks he would have got him on the long run. Mr. Dylan Banks, live in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
So I got to poke the bear a little bit. Could he
I heard.
Could he
I
have got
already
you on
heard.
the long run?
I heard him. I heard his interview.
Could he have got you on the long run?
I mean, don't get me wrong. He was fast all night. He's been fast the last couple weeks. And BPL, front row. I mean, the kid's been fast. I got to give it to him.
The
So
kid, I like it.
shout out to him, man. No kidding. No kidding. Yeah, he's been fast the last couple weeks. Would have been fun to have a little bit longer run there at the end. But I was that one run that he was up there with me. I was in fourth, trying to save fuel. I think everybody was. Every time you shit down to third, it would burn like a lap or two in one lap,
Really?
or a lap and a half in one lap. So every time I went down to fourth, it saved a couple laps. So I just had to keep flip flopping back and forth. A couple laps fourth, a couple laps third, and staying in fourth, it just kills the right front. I could be in third all night, and it was fine. Like the last pit stop, my tires were 92, 94, in third gear. So
I figured it was using more tire, but I could understand the right front. Demi was not shifting for a long time tonight, and he would make gains on entry and all that, but then on exit, except for like once or twice, you could see where shifting from third to fourth was actually faster, right? It just seemed like it was faster. I can't believe it burnt up that much more fuel.
oh yeah, a lot. It burned up a lot. Like I was two to the good, taking the green flag, and I got all the way up to like 5 laps to the good, and I started shifting down again. I'm like, oh, I got enough. Nope, right back down to maybe a lap. So yeah, I was just trying to balance it, save enough fuel, and that caution came out, and it kind of just made it a who gets that track position is gonna win, pretty much.
Right. Well, brother, I mentioned it a while ago. I've called a lot of your race wins on here. I feel like if I'm broadcasting, the 48 usually wins. If I'm actually running the broadcast for my PC, not sitting second chair. I don't know if that's lady luck or what, but who else we got to thank besides me, of course, for being your lucky charm on the 48? You can tell I'm tired. I'm tired, man.
I gotta thank you, man. You're the reason why I got into BPL, and the reason I have a chance to even possibly make the playoffs Sunday. I'm gonna give it my all Sunday at Kansas. No backing down in this 48. I can promise you that. Gonna do all I can to make the playoffs. Sucks I didn't join. I didn't race in the trucks in front row for a while. I thought it was you pay for cup, you didn't get both. I thought it was separate. So that's my bad on that one. Could have definitely made the playoffs, but it is what it is. Still out here having fun. That's what it's all about. I can't wait for tomorrow, Mr. Tom Friedis. Can't wait for Daytona tomorrow in the Cup Series.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm
Looking
gonna-
forward to it.
I'm going to be
Oh,
there
yeah.
for that one. I'm hoping it's broadcasted because I'm going to be on the track, I believe, for that one. Just come out. For a
All
little
right.
bit. I'm going to race tomorrow.
Nice.
So
Remember how to do that?
A little bit. Not,
Okay.
I don't know how to do it fast, but I know how to drive still, but just not fast.
All right.
Dylan, I'm gonna put you on the spot here, brother. I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to do it because I'm not going to be on broadcast again until race night on Sunday. Does the 48 Dylan Banks, does he make it in the playoffs this Sunday? Yes or no?
For BPL.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let my racing do the talk for itself, man. I'm not
Okay,
gonna say
I
nothing.
respect it. I respect it.
Yeah.
I
I'm not gonna
respect
say nothing to jinx myself and go out there and wreck on the first lap. I'm just now I'm gonna go out there and give it my all Sunday and do whatever I can to make the playoffs. So
it.
everybody knows that.
I know.
Everybody at BPL knows that. So just gonna go out there, give it my all, do what I can, and hopefully we'll be in the playoffs.
Right.
Nice.
That's all you really can do, right? All you
Yep.
really can do. Have the best race you possibly can. I hope you can make it in with Dylan. It's been fun here tonight. I'm looking forward to Sunday here live at True Sim Productions at 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central.
Oh yeah, I want to give one more shout out to.
What you got?
Yeah, thank y'all for putting on the broadcast tonight. Really appreciate that. You, Tom, for doing race control and taking care of this league. He's great. Except for doing points, he kind of takes a while. You can't count up to 13 to save his life.
Look, do you know how long? I have to, toes, fingers, gloves, animal toes. It's terrible.
I'm
Anyways.
fucking with him.
Oh my
I'm messing with you.
gosh.
Sorry.
Oh, that's
sorry.
you're banned.
All right,
That's the
folks.
Ban 'em.
introduction. Sorry, but I love you, Cody. Love you, Corey.
All right,
Sorry
folks,
for,
we went long, and I'm cutting him off now. He's drunk here tonight, I guess, folks. We do apologize for that. We're having fun here tonight. It's all that matters.
I meant to say freaking sorry.
You did. I heard you say freaking. You didn't say the other word.
Yeah,
That
sorry.
was our race winner, Dylan Banks. But catch us here Sunday for Race Chatter at noon, and then the race at 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. It's been myself, Tanner Martin, the TSP booth. Got joined by Toilet Bow Tom late. We had a good one.
It
Until
was
next
fun.
time, we'll see ya. Can you tell I'm tired?
Very.